In the fall of 2014, I was playing 7th grade soccer for my middle school. I went to kick and heard a huge crack and felt lots of pain from my right hip. I thought I broke it. After a couple of weeks, it started to feel better, so we canceled my doctor's appointment. Little did we know, I had broken the bone that the leg muscles attached to in my hip, and it had reattached below my hip socket. Every time I moved my leg, it would scrape against that bone. Eventually, my labrum had torn, and I had started to feel lots of pain again. We went into the orthopedist, and he told us that I had to have surgery. On November 3rd, 2015, I had my first hip surgery. A couple of days after, I started having excruciating stomach pain. After my GP blew me off and said it was a virus, it started getting so bad that I wouldn't eat, get up, or do anything. We told my surgeon, and he said that I had an ulcer and that I should be taken off the NSAIDs. Sure enough, that was the trick. However, a few weeks later, I started having more pain and nausea. We tried many things, but none of them worked very long, if they did at all. Soon, headaches and dizziness became part of my sickness. I had to go to Children's for a week, and after I got discharged, they still didn't know what I had. Eventually, the biopsies came back from my endoscope and showed that I had tons of eosinophils, and I was diagnosed with eosinophilic gastroenteritis. They put me on many meds, which seemed to work. This was right at the end of 8th grade. I missed 50 days of school second semester in 8th grade. In the summer, we went to the Mayo. They said that I shouldn't get it anymore because I was feeling a little bit better and it, quote, never comes back. We asked, what if it does come back? And we just got blown off. Sure enough, exactly 1 week after I got taken off the only medicine that seemed to be doing anything, I got sick again. I saw many different specialists, and none of them knew what was going on with me. I was a medical mystery. However, there was an allergist that said, it's a long shot, but have the pathologist stain for mast cells on your stomach biopsies. At this point, I had had a few scopes and biopsies of my entire GI tract. The special stain showed that I had tons of mast cells under all those eosinophils and in my other biopsies, over double the normal amount. That explained everything, all my symptoms, triggers, and why no one could figure out what it was. It is very rare and a fairly new diagnosis. However, no doctor wanted to admit that I had it because it is such a terrible disease to have. In 9th grade, I missed another 50 days of school in the first semester. I was sick for 7 weeks straight at one point. That is when we discovered Minos, or Minnesota Online High School. It has literally been a lifesaver. I wasn't learning anything at brick and mortar school because I was never there. At online school, I can learn everything from my couch, even when I'm sick. Now, I've learned so much at online school that I'm actually ahead of my friends in brick and mortar school. Now I can focus on my health rather than school, like catching up and homework. I can go to the doctor during the day, go on walks, eat certain times during the day, drink lots of water, etc. I also eat healthier because I can choose what I want to eat instead of eating whatever the school lunch ladies give you. I also follow my passions when I'm feeling good enough to do so. I help out at my local elementary school and intern at the garage as a sound technician. I also do sound work for my local theater. In conclusion, online school has been a lifesaver. I'm still sick 2.5 years later and would never go back to brick and mortar school. I can't imagine being back in a school with 3,000 kids, and each classroom having 40 kids. I feel like the teachers have a lot deeper relationship with their students in online school, and care about them more than brick and mortar school. It's a lot more personal, and I like that. You learn more things at your own pace, and it's more personal. You have more free time, can focus on your health, and so much more. Even if you're sick, there is hope. Thank you, online school. You have given me my life back.